Hey everyone, this is Minion from Minion's Army, and today's video is all about the Super Troops. I'm pulling the replays from our CWL week. We went undefeated and have been promoted to Champs 3. Dead Parrots was in Champs 1, however we have recently started a new clan in a partnership with Aphelion Esports. So if you're interested in joining Aphelion, just check our clan description. You can find the Discord link there. Shout out to the subscribers. I am listening and I am trying, and I hope that you can hear me. Definitely sometimes I'm plagued with technical difficulties. This was an earlier take, having trouble with the filters, so I'm going low tech a little bit and going back to the basics, get this video out, and I hope you enjoy it. If you enjoy it, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up, all the rest. So let's talk about goblins. We're going to talk about the regular goblin. There is the details. You know how to find it. Go to the barracks, select a little eye, all the rest. But if you want to compare it to the super troop, you go to the barrel on your base, and that gives you access to your super troops. There you can select whichever one you want to look at. We're looking at the goblin for an example. You can try it out. You can tap the 3 dots and get the details. You can look at its special ability. It stays invisible for the first 5 seconds. So once you decide which super troop you're going to use, that's the only super troop you get, and you can't even build your regular ones. So you have to be careful and choose wisely. So just pointing that out. But let's take a look at the goblin as an example. Just going to give you little snippets of some attacks here so you can take a look and see them in action. This is sneaky goblins coming in using their super 5-second ability, take down the clan castle. In this case, that clan castle went down and the defending heroes and the enemy clan castle troops were none the wiser. Now, here's me. I was doing a reach, a 12v13 reach with super giants. We're going to take a look at that in a little bit. But now let's check out Sheamus. So Sheamus is coming in and he's going to do a queen charge. This particular queen charge, he comes through 2 layers of walls. I don't think that this would have been possible with regular wall breakers. This wall breaker comes in, it's under a lot of heat, it hits a tornado trap. Had that been a regular wall breaker, that would have been a fail. Now we're taking a look at Wax here. Wax is coming in from the south using super wall breakers, and he's doing a queen charge, a hybrid attack. We're going to focus in the south. I slow it down for you so you can see. Look at that super wall breaker go. So it's going along. Had that not been a super wall breaker, that would have been a fail. It would have died and its bomb would not have detonated. Another super wall breaker coming in, hits that exterior bomb. It would have died and not set off the bomb. So let's take a look at the old wall breakers. This is your traditional 2 housing space regular wall breaker. Chuck is showing us this here. He's bringing in those wall breakers and we have a wall breaker fail. He power drops a bunch of wall breakers to come in and it's still going to be a fail. And then we're going to take a look at Sheamus attacking the same base, and he is coming in with a super wall breaker. Comes in, when the wall breaker dies, the bomb goes off. So the bomb's going to go off either when it hits the wall or when it dies, and that's the difference between the super wall breaker and also the regular wall breaker, as well as hit points and all the rest. But let's take a look at these replays in full after the video intro. All right, we're going to take a look at Sheamus's hit here. So Sheamus is taking on the Flying Dragon. We have another Queen Charge hybrid hit with super wall breakers, setting the funnel first with the King. So a little Suey King action going on. King's going to say, I take that cannon. All right, Baby Dragon's taking care of the big storage. Super use of the Baby Dragon. Just going to chill over there at 12 o'clock, take care of that big storage, speed things along. So King is coming in. Look at his little army of barbarians. And now we have the Queen. So Coco Loon, save the healers. Queen's down, healers down. And there's the super wall breaker. So it's a little hard to see, but I'll rewind here for the second hit. So super wall breaker came in, took care of that section. And he's going to use another super wall break to help charge that queen even deeper. So here freezes the Inferno. A super wall breaker wheels right on in, and there it goes. So basically you're looking at kind of a no-fail way to wall break. So let's back this up. Okay, the super wall breaker is going to come in. Look at it right there. Do you see it? It's getting hit by a tornado trap. He did freeze the Inferno and the scatter shot, but it's also getting hit by a Tesla. I think it would have even worked had he not used the freeze, but that's okay. So there it goes, and boom, takes care of the corner of the wall there to help push that queen in. Queen hits the tornado trap and is taking on skeletons. That's okay. He uses the freeze again on the scatter shot. Scatter shots are just do so much damage. Whoever created the scatter shot, it was evil. Okay, just throwing that out there, absolutely evil. But that's all right. Here comes the RC. Queen's still on it. Check out that max queen. She's like, I got this. I got this. All right, so now she's moving in. She's raged up. Healers are raged up, and she is plowing through that town hall. She's outside the range of its splash for the Giga, and look at how much damage she's done. She's cleared a fourth of the base all by herself. Here come the miners and the hogs, and out will come some more hogs out of that Clan Castle barracks, and we are just moving along. So the P.E.K.K.A. and the wizards that were in the barracks to begin with are clearing out that outside, and here come the next set of hogs coming out of the barracks. So let's readjust a little bit the zoom so you can take a better look. Hogs and miners on that the eagle. Now it's moving on to the bomb tower and also the scatter shot. And look at this base. I mean, this base is smashed. RC is helping out. Warden is helping out. And look at her go. That just absolutely destroyed this base. This is a great hit, Sheamus. I know sometimes I call you Sheamus. I don't mean to. It happens. It's the way it's spelled, okay? Sorry. I feel like I need to switch your in-game Discord name to Sheamus so I can see it that way a few times. But absolute great hit. Love sharing it. You guys had so many good hits. Hard to pick from. And here we go. Focus on the compartment there at 6 o'clock. Maybe I can get zoomed in further. We've got Queen Charge going on. Coco Loon, Super Wall Breaker. So if you missed that wall breaker, let me see if I can get it back to you. So take a look in slow motion. The wall breaker is going to come in. He sets off a bomb right there. Sets off another bomb right there. Is getting hit by the Tesla. And he's going to go off and he's going to take care of that wall section, which is huge. So the super wall breaker is like your no-fail way to wall break. I know it takes up more space, but it is going to be worth it in the end. So the queen is doing her thing. We know this is a hybrid. There's going to be stuff happening up at the 9 o'clock section, but we're going to focus in on the queen and her charge here. He's going to bring another super wall breaker in. The goal, I believe, from Wax was to have it go through the gap and hit the walls, but instead it dies right there. It does the same thing. So Super Wall Breaker, when it dies, it's going to explode and create splash damage for the walls and the buildings that it's near, which is different than the traditional wall breaker. So he's taking care of the enemy clan castle. He's had the baby dragon down there. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit so you can see the next super wall breaker come in. We've got a hybrid happening in the corner. It's okay. So let's focus over by the queen. Take a look at the queen. We've got a super wall breaker that's going to come in and help with this charge. Here it is. It detonates an outside bomb. Doesn't matter. It goes off anyways and takes care of the walls. So traditional wall breaker, it has to make it to the wall to do its splash damage. Super wall breaker, it just goes off. Okay. So now we can focus more on the remainder of Wax's attack. Wax, she had some great hits this CWL, but I just wanted to show this one because of super wall breakers. But look at the nice notch that queen has created. He's bringing his hogs and his miners in, and they're just going to work their way around the base clockwise. So great hit, Wax. And, you know, everybody, those of us that don't remember what the regular wall breaker looks like, you know, and compare it to the super wall breaker, you know, it's night and day. It's definitely worth the truth space. When the wall break matters, you know, sometimes we decide on an extra spell and use a jump instead of a wall breaker or earthquake, but here's another option with the super wall breaker. Great hit. Okay, here we go. This is Reeves' attack. Reeves had several triples this war. I chose this one. This is a hybrid attack, and just want to show you the queen charge with the super wall breakers. So he comes in with setting the funnel, the baby dragon loon, Coco loon, healers, queen, to help support that queen over in the east. Has a wizard and the king down to help set the funnel there. And if you notice, that super wall breaker took a detour. So it did not like the wall segments. It could be that there were too few wall segments in a row. I know it's supposed to blow up, you know, as little as 3 connecting wall segments, but that isn't always the case. And it could be that, and more likely, it's because the wall breaker did not see the town hall. So look at it go all the way around the wall this way. So it just didn't see the building behind the wall. So the wall breaker has to still see the building to be able to make that wall breaker. But notice, even though this would have technically been a wall breaker fail had it been the traditional wall breakers, you know, but with the super wall breakers, he's able to push in and charge the space, takes out the enemy RC, takes out the Inferno, takes the clan castle down, and then she can pop back out and circle back around and come back in the other section that second super wall breaker had opened up for her. So now she's taking care of the enemy clan castle, and she is actually going to beat on a wall. That's okay. She is, we'll say she's tanking for that downed expo. Anyways, here come the hogs. So we have miners and hogs. It's typical hybrid attack here. A little bit of a split, which makes the heal spells a little more problematic to lay down. Had a Tesla farm. So everyone, this is a CWL attack. You know that it's fresh. He did not know where that Tesla farm was, so he had to think on the fly. But that's all right. He's got the miners under the heal. Queen is coming around, clearing up the outside trash. RC is taking care of the air skeletons, and she's going to take care of that multi-inferno. Uses the power, and she throws her shield. And it gives her a little boost there. And now the warden and the RC are together, and the queen is being healed by the healers, and they're all on cleanup duty. So let's just go ahead and speed this up, and we will move on to the next attack. Great hit, Reeves. Once again, obviously, super wall breaker. Super wall breaker hybrid attack. He has Yeti bomb coming in. So the Yeti bomb is targeting that Inferno, taking care of one Inferno, and then the remaining defenses near that Inferno, which was the Eagle, the Wizard Towers, AD. I think he gets the AD. He might not get the AD, but it won't matter. Queen charge is happening. Coco Loon went down. Queen is pushing in from 9 o'clock. So here's the goal with that Yeti bomb blimp, was to pull the enemy clan castle and to take care of some of those key defenses. So at this point, he is just taking care of that enemy clan castle. Has the poison down, took care of the loons, going to take care of the ice golem. There we go. And now we go on, getting great value for the queen. All right, Minion is down, taking care of the big storage, and he is proceeding on. So Coco Loon goes down again. Just want to clear that area. That queen is going to move that way. All right, here we go. Just setting this up. Look at that super wall breaker move in. Kaboom. Takes care of that compartment and gives him reach to that town hall. So let's take a look. Each time that queen clears a defense or a structure, she takes a look around and picks the closest of 3 targets. So in this case, it's going to be the town hall. After the town hall goes down, she'll pick her next target. She'll look for the 3 closest. That case, it was the expo. She's going to get a little bit distracted by the enemy skeletons, and then she's going to move around. She goes back out. She does the bomb tower. Now she does the camp. Then she takes on the king. So here we go. Look at the destruction that that queen made. The queen charges are going to be so much more viable with the super wall breaker. I mean, we can do them without the super wall breaker, but for 1 week, definitely worth it. So he is continuing on with his hybrid. Has everything grouped up really well. King is used as a funnel. And here we go. Warden and RC are in with the miners and the hogs. Queen is still progressing. So the queen did not go after the Inferno. I mean, it would have been nice if when she retargeted that the Inferno happened to be the closest of the 3 buildings, but she didn't do that. I mean, that would have been the goal, to get rid of that Inferno, but, you know, doesn't matter in the end. Look at him clear this base. He's got, I love the RC shield. Excellent work, Surfer. Great hit. All right, we're going to take a look at UA's hit here. So UA is going to use Sneaky Goblins. 5 seconds of Invisible Goblins is going to take down this clan castle. Remember, if you kill the clan castle before the enemy troops come out, all the troops inside the enemy clan castle die too. Super useful way to use Sneaky Goblins. I mean, they're not just for farming, everybody. So great hit, UA. Excellent use. So we are looking here. UA is doing a mass hog attack. Sorry, I checked my notes there. So he's coming in. He's going to Sui his heroes, and he's going to kill the enemy heroes, kill the enemy clan castle, and he's going to take care of this town hall even before he brings his hogs in. So the hogs are going to come in, and they're going to help take care of the rest of this base. So this used to be called ladder base. I don't know what it's called now, but he has the P.E.K.K.A. the barracks with, so he has the barracks with the P.E.K.K.A. and wizards coming in and clearing out the side of the funnel. That would be the 9 o'clock area, and that P.E.K.K.A. is going to continue on, and it's going to head towards 6 o'clock. He brings his hogs in, and as you can see, they're coming in. This is a CWL attack, lest we forget. This is fresh. So he is going to bring his hogs in, and he's going to cycle them around the base, kind of in an L fashion. He's coming around that big old elixir storage. Here come more hogs out of the barracks, and he's just going to work them around the base. I guess you could say it's counterclockwise. He chose to use mass hogs because if you notice, look at the buildings in the middle. He's got some storage buildings. He's got some resource buildings. That would cause the hogs and the miners to split. The hogs would charge ahead. Miners would get left behind, and the heal spells would be harder to place. So he is just moving around. I'm going to try and move this up a little bit so we can see more what's going on in the south. RC still has her ability, and he is just proceeding on. Most of the defenses are down. If you take a look, we were looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 defenses. He'll probably get to 4, and he will use the shield. Let's take a look. He's at 5 yet, and there goes the shield. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome work, UA. This was a great hit, and he is just now in cleanup mode. I went into double time just to make it a little quicker, but that was the only gob hit I saw. And the reason is, you know, when you choose your super troops, you only get to pick one. Most of our clan picked wall breakers, but UA picked goblins, so definitely paid off, and great hitting. All right, this is the Itsu base, the trophy pushing base. I'm doing basically an HGBH using a raged up E-Drags to set the funnel. So I did a video on this not too long ago. I'll link it up above, but basically you're looking at a 12v13 2-star hit using the first portion of an HGBH. So I'm using the healers, the giants, the bowlers portion. Because of smaller troop space, I didn't do the hog portion or add the RC. Had I had more troops, had I had the hogs and the RC, this would have been a triple. But given that, it is a 12v13 2-star hit. I had 86% when it was all done. And I just wanted to show you how strong the giants are. So these are super giants, and they are just rolling through this base. And because the E-Drags set such a great funnel, able to keep my troops together. I wasted my poison here. I did not realize that the queen was almost dead as it was. If not, I would have used the poison for the clan castle troops. Either way, it didn't really matter. Here comes the troops out of the clan castle. I used bowlers, and I healed and I raged them so I can get some value for the bowler bounce and clear out that core, that compartment with the town hall. So the troops are moving on around. You can see how heavily trapped the north was. So coming from the south as a 2-star hit is definitely the way to go, especially on these bases because you know, we still have bowlers alive, but getting great value for the splash damage. And you can see if I had hogs and if I had an RC, this base would have been tripled. Look at how far the troops are going. I mean, check out the giant. I still have a giant alive under with the healers, and how much damage it's doing, and how, I mean, look at the health on it. I mean, if that healer had stayed up, I really think that that giant would even have pushed deeper. Either way, it was 86%. I'm going to say good hit minion, great reach, and I did want to share it with you. I know typically when you look at CWL hits, you're looking at all Town Hall 13 beat Town Hall 13, but you know what? Sometimes when you're 12, you got to hit up. So I just wanted to share that with you, and hope you enjoyed it.